Kaya mag-ginagawa yun eh. Kaya pala yun.
Here's your question, and number one. If you were to reform one aspect of the Philippine justice system, what would it be and why? Again, if you were to reform one aspect of the Philippine justice system, what would it be and why?
Thank you so much for those very difficult and wonderful questions. But once again, good evening to our Board of Judges and to everyone. If I would reform one aspect of justice system, court club tactics. So many Filipino in jail languish because of the late delivery or interdiction before the held. So this constitutes for the many Filipino people the stigma that justice delayed is justice denied. So through full digitalization, streamlining of continuous trial system, therefore the disposition of speed trial cases become not only a dream to every Filipino, but become a reality. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Candidate number one. And now we have here male candidate number two, Brando Diesel. Where is the presence of Brando? If you have a question and answer, sa lamada mo muna, ang dami mong supporters tonight.
To the judges as well, and to every person, everyone who is here, I would like to thank you all.
Any question?
Yan yung pinakaparok din ka ng budget.
The question is, what qualities must one possess to be called an ideal lawyer, and who, in your opinion, has these qualities? Again, what qualities must one possess to be called an ideal lawyer, and who, in your opinion, has these qualities?
First, that he has integrity, he is compassionate, he is confident, and he is courageous. First, integrity. He is honest not only to the courts, to his clients, not only to the judges, but also he is honest to himself. He is confident. He is confident because he convinced himself to be better as a lawyer, to study the law, and he is courageous as he is to serve justice even though the tough times. And he is also compassionate because the law serves as both truth and the society. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now we have male candidate number three, George W. Hello, George. I will give this opportunity for you. Napasalamatan ng ating supporters.
Good evening, everyone. First, I would like to thank all the faculty members that are here, our esteemed judges, at sa lahat na nagpagpunta kay Ramos sa Congress. At sa lahat din na naglaan ng oras para pumunta sa Florida. Maraming salamat.
Okay, please take your question. The question is, In a country where government corruption is deeply entrenched and public trust in institutions is severely weakened, how can law students use their knowledge, integrity, and influence to promote accountability, uphold the rule of law, and inspire ethical leadership without compromising their own safety and principles? Again, in a country where government corruption is deeply entrenched and public trust in institutions is severely weakened, how can law students use their knowledge, integrity, and influence to promote accountability, uphold the rule of law, and inspire ethical leadership without compromising their own safety and principles?
Thank you for that thought-provoking question. First, let me start my answer by saying that change is not begin in power, but it starts in principle. As future lawyers, as law students, we must first fight corruption within ourselves. We must reject dishonesty. We must refuse negligence. We must choose integrity, even when no one else is watching. Then we empower our communities by teaching them their rights, especially their rights to healthcare, to accountability, and to justice. Because a nation could only be successful if it refuses to leave its people behind. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much. This time is a welcome candidate number 4, Joseph Manaloto. Hello, Joseph. Ayan. Before I ask you a question, pasalamatan mo muna yung supporters mo.
Good evening, everyone. My friends, to my colleagues, thank you very much for the support. And I would like to mention, special thanks to my mother who is here at the back. Thank you so much.
Okay. Joseph, please state your question. Okay, here is your question. If your clients privately confess that to you that they committed the crime charged against them, would you do anything and everything legally possible to secure an acquittal? Why or why not? Once again, if your clients privately confess to you that they committed the crime charged against them, would you do anything and everything legally possible to secure an acquittal? Why or why not?
Thank you for that question. In that case, I would not lie in front of the court, but I would still uphold the constitutional rights of my client, which is due process. And but I will make sure that the prosecution will prove guilt beyond reasonable doubt. And it's not the role of the lawyer to prove the guilt of his clients. It's the role of the court. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. Candidate number 4. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our last male candidate. We have the male candidate number 5, Adonis Valentez. Hello, Adonis. Pasalamatan mo, mga supporters mo. Hindi mo sa lahat. Ito mo sa special
For your students out there, yeah, maraming salamat po sa support. And this especially, shout out to shout out to Jen, it's your bonus, that's your Coach Daniel, it's your banjo head. Kasi po, wala akong fan
they are watching our Facebook Live.
I don't know Facebook Live.
They are watching us. They are always with us. So they support that Facebook Live.
Okay, and I'm sure that they're going to answer your question, please.
Send them us.
You can do this. Okay.
Why disco dying inside?
Okay, here's the question. As a future lawyer, how would you navigate a situation where your professional duties conflict with your personal values? Again, as a future lawyer, how would you navigate a situation where your professional duties conflict with your personal values?
Thank you so much for the very wonderful question. Once again, good evening to all the board of judges. As a future lawyer, I always ask, how would I navigate my personal values conflicts with my personal professional duties? I believe that in the legal profession, professional duties and our personal beliefs conflicts is inevitable. However, in the legal profession, I am secure that while our professional values defines who I am, our allegiance as lawyers to the Constitution defines what we must do. I believe and that our professional duties must not be dictated by our own emotions. Instead, it must be dictated by the letters of the law. And I firmly believe that as great lawyers, we must not ignore, a great lawyer is not one who ignores his or her own conscience, but one who uses his or her own values to prove that even in the person of law, we must still uphold our integrity. Once again, maraming salamat po sa
Male candidates, ano po ito? And now, moving into our female candidates. Let's call them female candidate number 1, Trisha Sunga. Yes, and as supporters, Trisha. Okay, Trisha, I'm going to give you this time to thank our supporters.
Hello everyone, good evening judges and good evening classmates. I would like to thank, of course, my family and my friends for supporting me, and of course my lab team. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sure you're ready to answer your question. So, yeah, take your question.
Huwag niya may marka. Ako yung umasa. Kasi po,
Okay. The question is, what do you think is the biggest challenge our country faces today? And what can you contribute in facing this challenge using this platform? Again, what do you think is the biggest challenge our country faces today? And what can you contribute in facing this challenge using this platform?
I think the biggest challenge that our country is facing today is disinformation. You know, many Filipinos actually swipe online and social media and get easily deceived without even looking if it is a legitimate source. And I think through developed AI, people does not even recognize what is true and what is not. So what we could do, what I could do using this platform is to promote critical thinking and fact-check initiatives. Not only that, but also I would like to promote citizenship, digital citizenship responsibility. And that is what I think is the most challenging part that our country faces today, which is disinformation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now we have the female candidate number 2, Cristel Rason. our next question. And please. Please, pasalamatan mo yung mga supporters here tonight.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to express my gratitude to all those people who came here to support me, my classmates, friends, my family, and of course, I would like to thank all the judges and our board professors.
Okay, thank you so much. And please take your question. Okay, your question is, as Miss Pampanga State University School of Law, what cause are you most passionate about? And how would you advocate for it beyond the classroom? Again, as Miss Pampanga State University School of Law, what cause are you most passionate about? And how would you advocate for it beyond the classroom?
As Miss Pampanga State University School of Law, the cause that I am most passionate about is access to justice for the poor. Because in our country, justice is technically available to everyone, but realistically, it remains a privilege to those who can afford it. The quality of legal representation must not depend on the size of your wallet, because access to justice is not a luxury. It is as fundamental as life and liberty itself. And using this platform, I will advocate this by becoming an example. A law student who refused to give up and continue to show up despite of terrifying recitations, endless readings, and sleepless night. Because I believe that I didn't choose law school just to stand and do nothing if I can see justice everywhere. And if every one of us choose integrity over convenience, courage over comfort, then we don't just become better lawyers. We become the change that our country needs. Thank you.
Thank you so much for number two. We have candidate number 3, Erica Larson. We have one of the workers, Erica. Maligyan mo na kayo sa mga mga.
First of all, thank you for my batchmate and yung mga nagsusupport sa akin. And my family. And kung sa kabayo kami na
Okay, now please take your question.
Pinasanan.
Okay. Your question is, as Miss School of Law, how would you inspire your fellow law students to take action on issues that matter most? Okay. As Miss School of Law, how would you inspire your fellow law students to take action on issues that matter most?
Thank you for a wonderful question. Good evening, esteemed members of the panel. I believe inspiration starts with action. By participating through legal missions, outreach programs, and advocacy projects, I can show that meaningful changes is possible even as a law student. I would encourage my fellow law students that knowledge is powerful when it is paired with competence, integrity, and compassion. Therefore, I do believe in a saying that in a world where opinion is loud, I let my principles be louder. I may not have all of the answers, but I will always have the courage to stand for what is right, and I thank you.
Thank you so much.
And now, let's all welcome female candidate number 4.
Sabrina de los Reyes. Hello, Selena. Nagkakaroon mo ng pasalamatan yung mga supporters mo.
First of all, thank you to JA Supplies, my sponsor. Thank you to my family for supporting me here. And thank you to all people, especially my friends and my professors. I'm kind of nervous, but it's okay.
You can do this, okay? So please make your question.
Nakakaharap na malamig na kami. Kami nga, oh. Manerbiya ka.
Your question is, if you can only choose one, would you rather be known as a just or merciful lawyer? Justice without mercy, or mercy without justice, and why? Again, if you can only choose one, would you rather be known as a just or merciful person or lawyer? Justice without mercy, or mercy without justice, and why?
Thank you so much, Paul. I would rather be known as just because I believe justice will not be possible without